Welcome to session 1 of the Pixel Project's Music for Pixels Summer Charity Concert on Google Hangouts in support of the Celebrity Male Role Model Pixel Reveal campaign. To find out more about the Pixel Reveal campaign to end violence against women, visit http://reveal.thepixelproject.net. My name is Regina Yao. I'm the founder and president of the Pixel Project, and I'm your moderator for this session. So welcome, everybody. So please join me in welcoming our first artist of this session, Debbie Reifer. Debbie Reifer is a Barbadian singer-songwriter who has a musical style that reflects a tender articulation of the human condition and offers therapy for the soul. And since the successful release of her first single, Amber, in 2012, which spoke about domestic violence, Debbie has gone on to release her first EP, Hearts Like Mine, and to write music for the critically acclaimed Barbadian movie, Chrissy. So here's Debbie. And Debbie is here with her guitarist, Toby Armstrong. And Debbie will be performing 3 songs this morning. And the songs are We Are Love, Amber, and One Love. So take it away, Debbie and Toby.
Thanks, Regina. So this song is called Amber. I wrote it a couple of years ago. It started out as a song that was a warning to a younger version of myself, and then kind of grew into a song that addressed a lot of issues that I was either seeing firsthand or experiencing firsthand. And it is a song that I wrote with domestic violence in mind. If I could save my heart, I'd tell her to run as fast as you can. And the boys who only want to stay and don't want to play, too scared to love. If I could take her flesh and bone, I'd tell her, run with your baby as fast as you can, away from the man who chained you down, and leave a trail of bruises and blood. Ooh, run, run from every mistake I made, and the brilliant blade that seeks to steal your heart. Run. If I could save her voice, I'd tell her to go. Run and shout as loud as you can about things in the dark that take your soul and leave you thought. If I could save her life, I'd tell her to cry. Feel every tear and know you're alive. Beautifully made with the breath of life and a heart that's filled with birth. Ooh, run, run from every mistake I've made, and the brilliant blade that seeks to steal your heart. Run. And I tell her to be strong, and I tell her she's beauty, crimson fire, light of love. Run from every mistake I've made, and the brilliant blade that seeks to steal your heart. Run from every mistake I've made, and the brilliant blade that seeks to steal your heart. Run. way you make me sway. We are love, we are love, we are love. Oh. Da 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 da. Like a trap, we shine bright, it's the warm light. Talk night and stand on fire. We can wear red flag in the face of gloomy shadows and play us the night and day. I can never stop the way you make me sway. We are love, we are love, we are love. I live it, baby. The love is growing. I'm golden, going right and things in love. There's so much love. There's so much love. So much love. Play us a night and day. I can never tell the way you make me sway. We are love. We are love. We are love. It's everything you do. It's everything we do. Oh, the way you laugh, the way we cry. Everything about you. Everything about us is love. It's love. We are love. We are love. We are love.
Sure.
I'm gonna leave you guys with one more song. One of our favorite Bob Marley tunes, Three Little Birds. Don't worry about things, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about things, because every little thing is gonna be alright. But wake up this morning, smile with the rising sun. The little birds sitting around my doorstep, singing sweet songs. A melody's pure and true. Taking this is my message to you. Don't worry about me. Everything is gonna be alright. Tell you don't worry about me. Every little thing is gonna be alright. One life, one heart, yes, see alright. One life, one heart, yes, such a pretty Lord, and I will be alright. Let's get together, be alright. Expect and pray to the Lord, and I will be alright. Be alright.
That was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you for joining us today. And before you go, we have a question for you, which is, thank you for joining the concert. And could you tell everybody, because we have viewers right now, could you tell everybody why you and Toby, or you and Toby, support stopping violence against women?
Yeah, sure. Well, first and foremost, I am absolutely one of those people who knows people who have been affected by domestic violence. My family, other people's family. It's something that touches everybody. And one of the reasons why I think it's so important to be involved with this kind of effort is because I don't really feel that people understand exactly how deeply it affects all facets of society. It's not just about the victim, it's about the effect of what happens to the victim, of people watching what happens to the victims. If you're a child that grows up in a home with domestic violence, that's something that affects the way you think and view the world. It affects how you make decisions. And we're constantly putting out people into the world who are victims of domestic violence, whether it is personally or by observing, and those people are going out into the world and making decisions. And we have a world right now that is completely bombarded by people who are carrying this kind of pain and hurt and negative effect of seeing people that they love be abused and not really having the voice to say anything about it. And I feel like our society, or our societies across the globe on a whole, will become healthier, more loving, more productive, less dark if we tackle this issue, which I think is at the root of so many things. It is an issue that I feel affects our very concept of what love is and how we treat our fellow human beings. So I think everybody, whether they have seen it personally, been affected by it personally or not, really should be getting involved to help educate others about the issue. And more importantly, kind of redefining as a global concept what loving another human being really is and what's acceptable from what isn't. And I feel that that should be happening even at the school level. It should not just be something that adults are talking about, but even little kids.
Okay. Well, we have your time with us is nearly up, but we have a question. We have questions coming in. So yay! We have a couple of compliments. So Ivan Ramtula says, "Thanks for sharing your songs with us."
Thank you.
And Rachel G says, "That was awesome." Awesome in capital letters. And Anusha asks, what is the environment like in Barbados for women? Is there a stigma surrounding domestic violence that prevents women from seeking help?
Oh yes, there's a huge cultural stigma here as it pertains to talking about domestic violence. Our Caribbean culture is very much what goes on in the home stays in the home, and it's very difficult to get folks to address the concept of it even happening, and it's reflected absolutely in our law enforcement systems just not being adequate to handle domestic violence cases. I think we share a lot of the same issues as other countries around the world in that regard. But I think the added complication that we have here is that there's also a negative stigma attached to mental illness, and a lot of the domestic violence cases that we see are kind of byproducts of mental illness. And we don't have a support structure here to actually tackle that particular angle of the problem on a medical level. So you not only have this, okay, if you're getting abused at home, don't talk about it syndrome. You're also not able to deal with one of the very many roots of why there is violence going on. And one of them is mental illnesses, and we don't have the medical or support structure here to kind of deal with that. You're not going to have, for instance, a man who's bipolar volunteering to go to a psychiatrist to be treated for his disease and learning to deal with his, manifestations of disease. And that, of course, is going to have a problem and effect on what's going on in the home. So, it's kind of like a multi-angled issue that we have. We also have a very strong drinking culture, which does not, of course, help at all as it pertains to abuse from one human being to another. It's pretty intense. But we do have foundations here. We have one called Safe Foundation Barbados that is dedicated to trying to get programs up and running to educate folks about it and spread more awareness, encourage people to talk about it more. But I think it's going to take a lot more than that, because it really is a deep-rooted cultural attitude problem as it pertains to what goes on behind closed doors, staying behind closed doors. It's really something I think we as a Barbadian people need to work on a lot.
Yeah, totally. So we are going to move over to AHMIR now, but before we go, everybody, Debbie has very, very, very generously donated. She's got a giveaway for a generous donor, and that would be a little package with a 15-minute Skype chat and concert with Debbie, and a download of We Are Love. So stay tuned. I will put up the slide a little later with all the links, but you can go to Indiegogo and get it, because there is only one. There is only one available. So if you love if you love Debbie's performance today, this is your chance to get a repeat encore performance, and it's just for you. 15 minutes just for you. And Debbie, one more compliment. Scott Johnson says, beautiful. Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the concert.
Okay, so now we move over to AHMIR. Okay, guys, you can unmute.
Hola, what's going on?
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning.
Thanks for joining us today, and we've got a growing number of viewers here. It's gonna climb. I hope your fans are watching. So AHMIR is AHMIR has been the Pixel Project's YouTube ambassador for the last, I think, 3 years. Guys, it's been 3 years, right? 3 years? Yeah, we've been collaborating together for 3 years, and AHMIR is YouTube's #1 R&B band, and they've been featured in US Weekly, on Billboard, on Vibe.com, on AOL Entertainment. Yeah, YouTube channel has over 70 million video views. You guys have over 300,000 subscribers, right? And
400,000.
400. Oh my goodness, 400,000 subscribers. Yeah, and they've had great comments from celebs such as Brian Seacrest, Ashton Kutcher, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, Perez Hilton, Pink, and more. And the guys have always been really charitable people. You've supported not just the Pixel Project, but the Lucy's Love Bus, the Haiti Relief Fund, American Red Cross, American Cancer Society, YMCA, and the Kevin Youkilis Hits for Kids. And now I'm gonna switch it over to you guys, because you have a treat for everybody. 6 songs. 6 songs today. So excited. Take it away, guys.
What's going on, everybody? We're excited. Sorry, there's a delay, so we're kind of reacting to that. But we're very excited to be here again with you guys today, and hope you guys like our songs, and hope you guys really engage us in some great questions and some great interactions, some great conversation. You can ask us anything you guys want, and we'll answer honestly, and do our very best. So yeah, shall we start with the song? Yeah. Shall we start with the song?
I can't believe this day has come. I'm in my tux, you're in your wedding gown, and family and friends, they're staring at her, so that they can tell that I love that day. I want our love to grow throughout the years. As I look back in time, I see, girl, I see, yeah, some joy, some pain, some tears. You're my lady and my friend. I always knew, yeah, this broken heart you would help me. You're the woman of my dreams. My search is over. My search is over. All you need is to be loved and cared for. Oh, there is something that I need to say to you, love of my life, to my future wife. Baby, closer, listen to everything. Baby, lend me your ear for these words so sincere. I want our love. I want our love, yeah. Throughout the years, back in time, I see some joy, some pain, some tears. Oh, yeah. I always knew you were there, yeah. Oh, yeah. Search is over. All you need is to be loved and cared for. First exchange of vows, then I turn to you. Kiss your lips after we say I do. Prepare to love you through sickness and health. I reminisce, I ask myself, yeah. Where would I be now, yeah, without you, darling? Oh, yeah. I'm so glad that you would give up, no. Where would I be? Where would I be when my life you so much? You so much. I'm so glad that you would give up, no. Where would I be in this world without you, baby? Need you so much. I need you, yes. Yeah, I don't want nobody else but you in my life. Oh, yeah, yeah. Need you, girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So much.
Yeah. That was the wedding song, penned by Mr. Michael McDonald. Hope you guys liked it.
So what else? What's up, Regina? What should we do? You want us to rock another song?
Yeah, you guys have. What's your next song? That was gorgeous. What do you want to do next? You have 6 songs, right? So I have a list of 6 songs.
Mike's gonna get some water. We want to spread it out a little bit. So if there's anybody that has any questions or anything like that, we could do that in between songs as well.
Okay. Well, you got a pile of compliments. Not that many questions. Okay, I'm gonna read out the compliments to you.
Flattery will get them everywhere.
Okay, Anusha says in capital letters, that was so good.
Yes. Who is that?
Anusha. Anusha says, that was so good. Okay, so Ivan Ramtula says, Big Mike, Casey, Sing Sing, and Mr. Jones are in the building. Yay! Thanks a lot for participating in the Music for Pixels concert. Y'all should do a European tour and playing in France as well. Are you guys going to go to France one day?
I mean,
France is cool.
Is that our friend Ivan from France?
Yeah, I think he's from France because he said, when are you going to go to France?
Yeah, that's our friend Ivan. We talk to Ivan pretty much every day on Twitter. So what's up, man? How you doing? Hope things are well.
Okay. And then Scott Johnson says, beautiful harmonies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Okay, what else? And Carol says, Carol has a question. Oh wait, Michael Cheong says, wow, best group ever on the planet.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Michael Cheong.
Okay. Oh yeah, now the questions are coming in. Carol has a question. She says, you have been supporting anti-violence against women work for several years now. What leads you to support this cause so much?
Well, I don't know about individually as much as I do collectively. I think we have an important platform to be able to support some pretty important causes. By the way, I'm Mr. Jones. For anybody who's watching and doesn't know AHMIR personally, like that. And it's just it's important. It's a subject or a topic, I believe, that hasn't gotten enough attention. And so we like to raise awareness about issues that are important, that don't seem to be getting enough attention, enough shine, enough conversation around them. So I think that's why we support anti-violence against women.
I'd also add that there's a dominant culture that suggests that a machismo type of an approach to things and an aggressive approach to things somehow or another equates to manhood. And we are four brothers that suggest otherwise, that suggest that you can truly be a gentleman and approach things with chivalry and approach things with decorum and have dialogue to get where you need in life. And that doesn't have to be aggressive dialogue. It can just sometimes be healthy tension to get a point across. And that's a much better and an effective way of dealing with conflict.
And as Mr. Jones said earlier, it's very important for us to use our platform to reach as many people as we can for a variety of different causes as well. So, as we mentioned that, we're a part of a lot of different charities as well. And what better way, in 2015, there's so much media exposure, social media exposure that's available to us to reach so many people. So right now, like we're touching everywhere. Like you just said, we got our boy from France that's here. Our spread is so wide. So why not use that to, get these bigger messages across to as many people as we can.
Everything they said. Everything those guys just said and even more. Sounds all good to me.
Oh, okay. So we've got more questions, but maybe you guys can perform a song and we'll read those questions in and out of your performance. Is that okay? Yeah. Yay. So what's next?
Let's see what we got here.
We're just going to go for it. We're not going to announce it.
that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, baby, when you smile, the world stops and stays for a while. Baby, you're amazing, you are just the way you are. Ain't that shame, nothing, baby. You beautiful, girl. Hey! Your lips, I would kiss them all if you let me. Your life, you hate, but I think it's so sexy, so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah. Oh, you know, I never asked you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'd say, yeah. When I see your face, I love to see your face. It's not a thing that I would change. No. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Hey, and when you smile, oh, stops and stays for a while. Just you're amazing, oh yeah, just the way you are. The way you are. Yeah. See your face, there's not one thing that I would change. You're amazing, oh, yeah. Way you are. When you smile, baby. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares a while. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. You are.
Oh, that is great! Yay! Sorry, I sound so excited because this is cool. This is so cool. We are on Google Hangouts and we are reaching out to an audience that spans the US to France to Asia. And hopefully some of your friends in Japan are watching this. It's like, I think it's like late night here for them because it's certainly late night for me. And so more questions, but Carol says, in response to your answers, she says, wonderful answer, thanks. Thanks for supporting our work and for being great role models.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ivan Rantula has a question. I'm gonna pull it up. And he says, guys, were you bullied when you were at school? If so, how did you stand up to that?
Yeah, a couple of us didn't stand up to it. We probably didn't have the right tools at the time. You know, bullying was something that's always taken place, but really, again, like violence against women wasn't getting the spotlight it deserved prior to, I feel like, maybe in the last decade or so. So you know, people really didn't know how to deal with that, especially kids who were getting bullied. So at the time when we were coming up, I just took it in silence, actually, unfortunately, and you know, it was kind of viewed as not a positive thing to tell an adult or to tell a grown up. You know, so you were kind of afraid to do that. You were afraid to stand up and fight. So you kind of just had to grin and bear it. You know, and unfortunately, I think that's probably the case for a lot of kids these days. They're probably still afraid to tell an adult, but that's absolutely what needs to happen. You know, whether no matter how they feel about it.
My situation was a little different. I got bullied once, and then I just determined that wasn't gonna happen again. So I started to bully other people, unfortunately, but it really speaks to the truth that hurt people. And as opposed to really dealing with the impact that had on my life, I in turn sort of projected that onto other people. And I think as of the last 7 to 10 years, there's really been a continued effort in this country, at least, to really bring voice to that. Because for a long time, there was just this notion, well, you know, kids will be kids sort of thing, and that you would just grow out of it. But as we've seen intelligence and reports and research show that people have gone as far as to take their life rather, as a result of the pressure from bullying. I think people started to take this a little bit more seriously and say, you know what, we need to really stand tall on this issue and say enough is enough.
For me, it was, you know, I was bullied growing up a little bit, and you know, I actually told my parents, but my my dad told me, you know, when you're getting bullied, you tell those kids sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. But then I got bullied more for saying sticks and stones will break your bones. So it wasn't the most effective way, because then I got called the sticks and stones guy. Then you know, but eventually, you know, like Mike said, hurt people hurt people. So once I got a little older, got a little more confidence, I began to just start to tease a little bit, have a little more insensitivity to people who are different than I was, you know. But in time, I was able to, you know, learn what's right and what's wrong, and to kind of step up and be an upstanding member of my community and not let that happen to other people, you know. So kind of like sticking up for other people that I saw getting, you know, treated unfairly, you know. But definitely did have my share of experience with that. It was not pleasant. I didn't really feel like I had anywhere to go. And like Leon said, like, who else are you supposed to tell? You know, when you're at that age, you feel like if you're talking about it too much, you're just going to get rattled on a little more. So, but we're here now, and we take a stance against bullying, you know, so that's where we are with that.
Yeah, I definitely was bullied a lot as a kid. My first name is Kelly, so being a young African American kid in the inner city, having the name Kelly was not a very good look, you know. So I got called girl all the time. That's a girl name, you know. So I definitely had to defend myself with that situation a lot growing up. Actually, just until recently, in the past couple of years, I just become a little comfortable with my name actually. So it definitely messed with me for a very long time. But I can recall one situation where this kid, I've told these guys about this a couple of times, but this one kid was bullying me in class. I forget exactly why, but he just kept on saying my name, and I'm like, dude, just like stop, just leave me alone. So he just made it come. He's like, I'm gonna beat you up after class.
Sorry.
And I was like, well, dude, like, well, why? You know what I mean? He was like, I'm just gonna beat you up. Like, that's all there is to it. So during class, I tried to, you know, be friends with him or whatever the case may be, thinking he would forget. He was just laughing and, you know, having a good old time. So I thought I had him. Like, yeah, you know, he's not gonna mess with me. So he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm still gonna beat you up after school. So I'm just in the back, just like shaking, like looking at the clock, like, oh my God, this kid's gonna beat me up after school. I'm so scared. Like, I have never been this scared in my life. I'm just like shaking. So we get outside. He comes up to me, and I just black out, and I just, you know, I put a whooping on him because I was just so scared and just so nervous. So all you bullies out there, you know, you better watch out who you're messing with. You may get something that you're not looking forward to.
Not that we promote violence. Just saying,
Be careful,
you know,
bullies.
watch out who you bully, because, you know, it can come back to you.
But that brings up an important issue that sometimes by virtue of all of the pressure that you're getting, that you can force a person out of character for, you know, the sake of survival's sake. You know, no one wants to intentionally sort of be victimized or put in a position where they feel like people are just sort of attacking constantly. So again, not to promote violence, that's not what Kelly was suggesting. What he was suggesting was, in that moment, he had enough and he didn't have the resources at that time to, you know, go about it in a different way.
Very well.
Yeah.
Guys. Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, many abusers, they were bullies too. You know, when they were in school, they were bullies, and you know, they hit kids. You know, they were mean to kids, and they were mean to animals. And school is where you got to catch it, and school is where you got to teach people not to bully other people, because you know, abusers, if you think about it, they are basically grown-up bullies. Yeah. They are bullying their wives and their girlfriends and the kids and the pets, and you know, and it becomes a form of control for them. So if they and it take all that away from them, and they go postal, because you're taking away the people that they control. And so it all starts from schools. So it starts from, on one end, it starts from prevention of bullying, and then all the way across to, rehabilitation of abusers. And prevention is always better than the cure for it. It's always so much better. Now, what's your next song? And there's another compliment that's come in. I'm gonna read it out to you.
While you're doing that, we're just gonna add a little bit more lighting in this area so that we get a little brighter.
My good side is not being exposed at all here.
Okay, so Joshua Brown says, you guys always do an amazing job with any song you sing. 3 exclamation marks. Great job, guys, and keep singing 2 exclamation marks.
Thank you so much, Joshua. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, so what's your next song?
Who? Okay, so speaking of when we choose a song, right? We try to not just do the interpretation of the artist who sang it. We try to breathe a new energy into the song. So here's a demonstration of taking a song that was written one way and breathing a completely different energy. Is that a little better lighting-wise? And yes. Taking a completely different interpretation of the song. And this is a song that was made famous by, I believe, was it Taylor Swift?
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Sorry, Jepsen, that penned or that sang the song, Call Me Maybe. And we're going to breathe a slightly different interpretation into that popular song. Hope you enjoy.
Take it away. Take it away, guys.
Ooh, to wish in the well, don't ask, I won't tell. Look to you as it fell, you're in my way. Trade your soul for a wish, change for a kiss. Wasn't looking for this, but you're in my way.
Your skin was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing.
Hey.
Was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby?
Just met you.
I just met you. This is crazy. But here's my number. So call me, baby.
Would you call?
It's hard to look. You,
I'll be waiting.
Here's my number.
Hey.
You call me, baby.
Call me.
Yeah.
Call me, baby. Call me. Took your time with the call. Took no time to fall. Gave me nothing at all, but you're in my way. Begging, borrowing, steal. At first sight, it's real. Didn't know how it feel, but it's in my way.
It was holding, ripped jeans, showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Yeah. I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number.
Call me,
baby.
Yeah.
Right. Baby.
Here's my number.
Here's my number.
Yeah.
Call me, baby.
Yeah. Call me, yeah.
If I was your boyfriend, never let you go. Keep you on my arm, girl. I'll be alone. I can be a gentleman, anything you
know you want me to be.
I was
boyfriend. If I was your boyfriend, If I was your boyfriend, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. So call me, baby. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number. So call me, baby. I just met you. This is crazy. But here's my number. Call me baby. It's hard to look right and you, baby. Here's my number. So call me baby.
Yeah.
Yay! This is gorgeous. I mean, it's so. Oh, do you see that? Debbie is clapping her hands. She's like, yes, but she's on mute. She's clapping her hands now. Yeah, it's so different. I mean, the original is so perky. It's like, my 9-year-old niece was 6 at the time, and she would play that nonstop in the car, on a loop. And, we feel like our brains are gonna,
Explode.
that is gorgeous. That is such a gorgeous rendition of it. And there's another question here for you guys. So Anusha says, as men, why do you think it's important to get involved in the campaign to end violence against women? And I would add, what would you say to the boys and young men out there that I know you guys mentor a lot of young people, and what do you say to the boys and the young men out there about, stopping violence against women when you go out and into the community and when you stop by schools? So what do you guys tell them about it?
Again, it's really helping to equip people with different tools by which to deal with conflict. Because at the center of it, usually why people get into any type of a disagreement or argument is that there's some level of disagreement between one point versus another point. And whenever people feel misunderstood, as opposed to trying healthy means of communication, sometimes people, go in a different direction. And it's almost as if to say that they want to enslave only this person. Like their opinion is the only one that matters. And to get them to understand that everyone has a right, everyone has a voice to be able to speak to a given topic, and to really balance out the approach. So violence in this situation is not the answer. That's really the message for us.
I'll tell a quick story. A friend of mine, because you asked about what would we tell young men about issues against violence against women. So just maybe 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine's parents, she has a young son who was on the school bus, had an altercation with a young lady on the bus. And he ended up getting suspended off of the bus just for saying certain things to this girl. The girl slapped him in the face on the school bus. And she called me and said, I don't know what to do. Like, I want my son to hit her back and let her know that she just can't, go off wailing off on hitting on people. She wanted her son to defend himself. But he didn't. On the school bus, she hit him. He didn't do anything about that. He just took it, and that was it. I happened to end up seeing him just in the community not too long ago. And, I said, so how'd the conversation go with your mom? She said, well, my mom wants me to defend myself. I said, okay, so think about that, though. You start doing that now, where do you think you'll end up a little further down the line? So you get away with it once. You do that, the next altercation you get with a woman, because you did it before, you're probably going to do it again. And then you'll do it again, and then it'll escalate. So you don't want that type of mentality where your first reaction is to be violent against anyone, but let alone to a woman. And so he was able to receive the perspective that once you get started on that trend, it's only going to escalate. And so as a young man, he was, it was a teachable moment for him to really understand that, he did the right thing in not retaliating against her, because a lot of young people would just have had it right there on the bus. So message for young people, just don't even get started on that path. Cultures are different and people do things a lot differently, but violence is definitely not the way to go. If you can talk and resolve it, that is great. If you can, again, go to an adult, talk about it, resolve it that way, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, because we work with you guys because the Pixel Project believes that men and boys have a place in helping stop violence against women and girls and children, because it's not a women's issue, it's a total community issue. You can't solve it, right, guys, without everyone pulling in and saying this is wrong, this even if it seems normal, it's wrong, so yeah, so we've been so blessed to have you guys with us for the last 3 years. And I'm going to read out more compliments from the audience for you guys.
Keep them coming.
Okay. Yeah, keep them coming, people. So Scott Johnson says we need to have an applause button. Smile. And what else? And Rachel G says, hello, Four Angels. You look and sound awesome. My camera won't come on, but at least I can see you. Love you guys.
Hi.
Aw, Rachel. No, Rachel, even if your camera doesn't come on, this is like a show, so it's like a live streaming show. So we're not meant to see you. You're meant to watch them like you're watching TV on Netflix or something. Okay, done.
And did I hear that right? That Rachel can hear us, but she can't see us?
Well, she can see you, but she thought that you guys should be able to see her too, I guess. So she was trying to fix a webcam. Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, so I think there's 7 minutes left, so we need to give a shout out to the goodies that you guys are donating as well. So we'll do that at the end, but I think we have time for one more song and one more question. So what's next? Would you guys be doing, I don't know, I got a list here from Michael. There's the A-Team, which might be appropriate since Ed Sheeran wrote it about women who walk the streets and who need help. Are you guys going to perform that or another song?
I wanted to end on a brighter note. We've done like a lot of ballads and slow, and we kind of wanted to step it up, end on a high note, end on a happy note, as Pharrell would say.
Yeah, I like that.
What do you say?
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, can't take a break. Hot air balloon, I can go to space. With the air that I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you feel happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you know that happy what you want to do. Come back, you talking this and that, yeah. Give me all you got, don't hold it back. Yeah. Should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you feel like a room without a roof. Because hey, happy I'm alone. If you feel happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you know what happiness is to you. Happy I'm alone. If you feel that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't let it. Bring me down, my love is true. Bring me down, I can't let it. Bring me down, my love is true. Bring me down, I can't let it. Bring me down, my love is true. Bring me down, I can't let it. Bring yeah. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you feel like a room. Oh, because I'm happy I'm alone if you feel happiness is true. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you feel and that's what you wanna do. Because I'm happy I'm alone if you know. Because I'm happy I'm alone, yeah, yeah. I'm happy I'm alone, hey. Oh, 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 oh. I'm alone. Hey, come on. Bring me down in love. Bring me down, my love is too high. Bring me down in love. Bring me down, because you're messy. Come on, yeah. Come on. You know you can clap along. Hey, come along, no, yeah. Hey, because I'm alone if you feel like a room, found a groove, yeah. Happy I'm alone. You're the only clap along, yeah. Hey, clap along, yeah. That's what you wanna do, yeah.
Woo! Yay! So cool. Now, I don't think we have time for another question because it's 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes to go. So I think what we'll do is we'll trot out that little slide I showed you guys because everybody, AHMIR's donated some really cool goodies. And we're releasing goodies in rounds because we have 23 artists and we have a mountain of goodies from everybody to give away to donors. And AHMIR has given us 2 different types of goodies, and we've released the first one. And the first one is thank you. AHMIR's going to do, right guys, you guys are going to do this special thank you video where you're going to read out the names and states, stroke country of 50 donors. 50 different donors. You guys are going to set a record with this, reading out 50 names together with their state, stroke country, and say thank you to them on video and post it on your channel for everybody to see. Because we all love our donors, yeah. And the best part is you guys are also going to throw in, for those 50 donors, you guys are going to throw in download of All of Me by John, your version of All of Me by John Legend, and up to this day it's only been available in Japan. So anyone in the US who wants to hear AHMIR's rendition of All of Me, get yourselves over to Indiegogo and click on the AHMIR Thank You Bundle, and we only ask for $20. $20, 50 donors, $20 each. If you want to donate more, that's great. But let's pull out the slide. I'm going to pull out this nifty little slide. Okay, can you see this, guys?
Yep. Yes.
Yes. So, donate for exclusive music goodies on Indiegogo. Go to is.gd/getnoisyigg 2015, and it's case sensitive. Or you can go Google Indiegogo Music for Pixels, and you can pull it up. And if you don't have a credit card, you can go to, and you have PayPal, you can go to is.gd/getnoisybrazil 2015, and those who take PayPal, and donations begin from $10. But you know, if you have a credit card, just go straight to Indiegogo. And if you want to know more about the concert, go to is.gd/getnoisy 2015. And yeah, and so we've come to the end of AHMIR's session today. Thank you so much, guys. And you've got so many compliments coming in. There's Rachel G who says, I wish there were more men like you, AHMIR. Scott Johnson says, love it, thank you guys. Carol Olson says, thanks so much for the constant supporting the Pixel Project. And now, you guys can stay on and watch the rest of the concert if you like, guys. Just remember to mute, hit the mute button. And next up is Mary Scholz. Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning to you, Mary.
Good morning.
And Mary has been a supporter of the Pixel Project's work for the last year and a half. And Mary had worked with us on collaborated with us on a previous Music for Pixels campaign. And she is Philadelphia raised and Los Angeles based. And she has spent the last 7 years on the road. And Mary has been playing shows in songwriter venues and festivals all over the country. She's been singing since the age of 4 and writing since the age of 14. And her music's really, really good. Take it from me, it's really, really awesome. It's a blend of lyric, folk, and pop rock. And I think the closest approximation I can think of to your music would be someone like Joni Mitchell or Annie DeFranco.
Thank you. Both of those are very high compliments. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and a little bit of Carole King thrown in because you have that grasp of melody, and and basically, you released your first full-length album, The Girl You Thought You Knew, in February of 2014.
Yes.
And you have just come back from France, and is it France and England and Ireland?
In Ireland, yep. Yeah, I was over there for about 6 weeks. It was I had a great time. It was a fantastic tour, and I met a lot of wonderful people, so it was great.
Yeah, we really appreciate you being here with us today. So, oh, and I see that on your set list, the first song you're going to perform is actually my favorite one.
Oh, good.
Beautiful Girl. Yeah, Beautiful Girl, Live My Life. So take it away.
Okay. It's another day. I wake up tired again and hear myself begin to say, wait just another night where you might find what you're looking for if you just stay and fight. Stay and fight. But how do you know how to win when you just begin? Well, I'm still learning to breathe, but I'm a beautiful girl, and I'll be learning till I walk out of this world. And I don't always get it right, but I deserve the song I sing and the love I bring and the chance to live my life. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I still deserve the chance to stand and sing along. You don't know what's best, but you have your eyes to see and I have mine, so let it rest. I rest. Well, night will come tomorrow too. When it does, well, I know what to do, 'cause I'm still learning to breathe, but I'm a beautiful girl, and I'll be learning till I walk out of this world. And I don't always get it right, but I deserve the song I sing and the love I bring and the chance to live my life. To live my life. I don't know what tomorrow brings. All I know is I'll be fine if I just sing. 'Cause I'm still learning to breathe, I'm a beautiful girl. I'm a beautiful girl. I know that I'm a beautiful girl. Oh, I'm still learning to breathe. But I'm a beautiful girl, and I'll be learning till I walk out of this world. And I don't always get it right, but I deserve the song I sing and the love I bring and the chance to live my life. To live my life. Oh, I deserve the song I sing and the love I bring and the chance to live my life.
That is gorgeous. You know, you should record a video of this song. Oh, everyone's clapping.
Oh, thank you.
And you should record a video for this song because, you know, the body positive movement will probably love it.
You know, it's funny.
Love it.
I have some things in the work about a music video for this song. I was hoping to have it done before this, but it didn't work out because of the traveling and stuff. So, but I'm working on something actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
and also I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed the last two performances. They were wonderful. I was like kind of off camera doing a couple of things, but I was listening. Everything sounded great.
Yeah, they're all like, oh yeah, thumbs up from AHMIR. And Debbie's sitting there with a guitar too. And so, you know, we're gonna mix in some questions like we did with AHMIR. And you know, you've worked with us previously, collaborated. We usually don't like to say work, we say collaboration because it's the Pixel project is all about collaboration with everybody. And you know, you collaborated with us on a couple of previous music projects as well. And what makes you know the cause and violence against women so important to you?
Well, as a woman, as a person, it's just such an interesting topic that doesn't get touched because it's infrequently touched upon because it's not that pleasant, and it's so widespread, and the versions of it, there are levels of it, and things that people don't consider violence that are, you know, things that are emotional violence, physical violence, sexual violence, and it's everywhere, and it's just something that people who are victims often don't have. It's something that people don't feel comfortable coming forward about sometimes, and I just feel like the more that we can discuss it on a platform like this where it's a friendly conversation and to get people engaged and to get people chatting, I think it's huge because unless people are talking about it and aware, then nothing will change. So that's why.
Yeah. So anyway, so what's your next song? What's your next song for us today?
I'm gonna sing. Let's see here. I gave you a list, but I'm gonna switch up my order a little bit. I'm gonna do a song on the piano. Well, it might be a little angle, might be a little strange, but this song's called "Bridges We Burn," and it's about choices, and it's about choosing to leave, and that can sometimes be a difficult decision. That's what it's about.
Okay, take it away, Mary.
How's the piano sound?
The piano sounds great.
All right, well enough, good. Can I leave? Can I let it all go? Can I just walk away from the life that we've built into all I don't know? Can I follow my heart? Does it lead me to you? Will I regret all the things that I said, all the things that I couldn't help to? Oh, where is my life? Tell me, where did it go? I saw for a moment the way it could shine, and I lost all control. Where is my light guiding me through? How can I see past the days and the words when all I can see is you? Oh, give me space to return. Give me the lessons to learn. There has to be reasons for bridges we burn. Oh, oh. Is it all here if I walk away? Will I look back and see all of the things that I thought I needed and wish I had stayed? Or will I stand tall and know I chose right? Will I still feel all the strength that I feel after every cold and lonely night? Whoa, give me the space to return, and give me the lessons to learn. There has to be reasons for bridges we burn. Or do we just burn down every road I've been on? Burn down every memory and every lesson. Burn down all the things that I thought I did wrong. Oh, 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 Can I leave? Can I let it all go? Can I just walk away from the thing that I thought would be the only thing I'd always know? Oh, oh.
That was gorgeous.
Thank
That
you.
was absolutely gorgeous. Now, Debbie Reifer had typed in a question,
Hi, Debbie.
and it's Debbie's sitting there, yay! And she has this really interesting question. She says, right now we have a barrage of images throughout entertainment and media that glorify the degradation and mistreatment of women in many ways. Do you think there is any hope or way that artists in the industry can slowly start turning that tide?
Of course, I think there's always hope. I think that it's a very interesting time for women, and it's an awesome time to be an artist, to be a female artist. I think that women are just becoming more and more outspoken and more in control of their own image and things of that nature. And so I think that it's seeing all these very strong and I'm trying to choose my words right. Seeing all these strong women step forward and presenting themselves as they are and as they would like to be seen, as they would prefer to be seen. I think that's huge, and I think that has to do with both men and women working together. It's kind of a difficult thing when you're talking about it in that way that makes it sound like men are making women look a certain way, which is there are men who do that, there are women who do that. And there are men and women working together to just allow people to be who they are, how they are, and have it not be about making women objects or making them, something to be used so much as people to be heard and seen.
Yeah, it's like it's like that refrain that have you seen the new Mad Max film Fury Road? There is
No, I haven't.
there is a phrase in there that the women, they're escaping sex slavery and they're taking back the city. And there is a phrase there that is now a catchphrase that we've been shouting, and women have been shouting and yelling for years. It is, we are not things. We are not things. We are not your playthings. We're not there for you to breed. When we are just 4 words, 4 very powerful words. We are not things.
Yep. And wonderful. I love that. I haven't heard that yet, but I have heard that sentiment in so many conversations with my, women friends and people. Yes, I love that.
Yeah, you should go see that movie. It's a bit violent, but it's it's an action movie, and it's one long chase movie, but it just enraged all the misogynists, and basically the message that everyone took away from it is, women are not things. We are not things. And yeah, so that's that question answered. And so what's next on your list? We have about 13 minutes left.
Okay,
so,
I'm gonna do "Run Baby Run," which is a song about following. I wrote it with a couple of friends about when your friends give you great advice to keep moving forward and go do what you need to do, and how, and you get to kind of talk each other up and help each other out. And it's about helping each other out and being there for each other, which is kind of what this is about as well. So yeah, this is "Run Baby Run." Looking straight ahead, thinking of what you said when you said stay on the track, don't ever look back. Well, all that you said was true. Somehow you always knew, yeah, you knew I'd work it out. I had my doubts, but you said run, run baby run. Follow your feet into the distance. It's only just begun. Oh, run, run baby run. Don't ever wait until tomorrow for your time in the sun. Just run. Well, something has knocked you down. What's got you spinning round, wondering when the circus will end? Well, take it from yourself. You know that no one else knows it like you. You know what to do. Just to run, run baby run. Follow your feet into the distance. It's only just begun. Oh, run, run baby run. Don't ever wait until tomorrow for your time in the sun. Just run. You showed me how to make it through, so now I give it back to you. I give it back. I give it back to you. Run, run, baby, run. Follow your feet into the distance. It's only just begun. Oh, run, run, baby, run. Don't ever wait until tomorrow for your time in the sun. Just run. Oh, just run. Run, baby, run. Don't ever wait until tomorrow for your time in the sun. Just run.
Oh, gorgeous. You've got compliments coming in.
Hey.
Michael Cheong says, really, really beautiful and emotional, Mary. Very impressed.
Thank you. That's kind of all got broken up, but I gathered the point of it, so thank you, Michael.
And Carol says, thanks so much for supporting the Pixel Project. And let's see. There is a question from Anusha. And she says, for Mary, having been on the road and traveled in different countries, do you find that as a female artist, you're treated differently from male artists? And as a woman, do you feel safe traveling?
Okay, so it got a little bit choppy there, so I got the beginning of it as a female artist and traveling, but I missed the end of the question.
Yeah, she actually, there are two parts to this question. She says, so because because you've just come back from a tour and from different countries, and she says, one, do you find that as a female artist you are treated differently from male artists when you're traveling on tour? And two, as a woman, do you feel safe traveling?
Those are great questions and interesting ones. Yes, I think that as a woman, I do feel treated differently depending on the situation. It's an interesting dynamic also depending on where I am. Sometimes being a female touring artist, I mean, sometimes it's a little, I think that I guess there are fewer. I don't know that for a fact, but sometimes it seems like a surprising thing. And then I run into all different kinds of things. I run into wonderful things, wonderful people, and I run into some things that are not as awesome and a little bit, we'll say, condescending. That happens sometimes, depending on where you are and things of that nature. Where people, you can always identify the ones who are uncomfortable in their own skin because they're trying to make you feel uncomfortable. So that's interesting. And as far as safety and traveling, I do travel a lot. I travel myself a lot, and you know, I do whatever I can to be as smart as possible when I'm traveling. And for the most part, I do feel safe. I just don't put myself in situations that are questionable. But there have been times, you know, when I was on tour this past spring in Europe, there was a couple times where I ran into some like pretty not great situations as far as sexual harassment was concerned, and it wasn't even when I had my luggage, so I didn't look like a tourist. I just was kind of minding my business in the middle of the day, and those moments were kind of scary. I have a blog that I'm working on writing about it and that situation, and that's hard because that in itself didn't really have anything to do with the fact that I was traveling. It was just being a woman and where I happened to be standing, you know, which was highly populated and surprising, and that was scary because I did think that there was a chance that these people could show up at my show later that night, and you know, those kind of things are it's difficult. So pretty much it's mainly about just being smart, and then in situations like that, doing my best to get out of the situation and contacting people. Like, I was alone, so I went to the manager of where I was staying, and I spoke with him, and you know, I spoke with the manager at the bar where I was performing, so they knew what was going on. So then you involve other people to make sure that your safety is secure, even though you're by yourself. So yes and no. Sometimes you feel totally safe, and sometimes it's a little like you gotta do what you gotta do to create the safety around you after it gets a little sketchy.
Yeah, and men don't need to do that. That's you know, in a way, it's not fair. And you know, there's this movement to stop street harassment, and a lot of the people in that movement, that part of stopping violence against women, you know, they talk about the same things you do. They say, you know, it's women have to proactively create safe situations for themselves, and it's not fair, but it is what it is right now, and hopefully in the future there'll be less and less of this in the future.
That's true. What was most shocking to me, I think, at the time or in the situation, was because it was broad daylight in a populated area, and it was like multiple men kind of surrounding me to make me uncomfortable, and which it surely did. But and then, you know, like other things that it was verbal and things like that. But like it really put me. It's interesting what happens to your physical being then for the rest of the day. I had to go perform, and it was very hard for me to even like look anybody in the eye, you know, and like the response that people have to these kind of things, and there's so many, like, you know, levels of it, and things that can be worse or better, and that your physical response and your mental response can be so intense. Like, that kind of messed with me for a good portion of the end of my trip, and so it's just, for this to be something that happens all the time, to people all over the world, like, then everyone is in these like very closed off, uncomfortable spaces, and it's the ripple effect is huge, basically. So yes, it's a bad thing. It's very you do have to take care of yourself and be careful, and then hopefully things like this can start a conversation and peel things back and make it less acceptable.
Yeah. So we have time for one more song from you and a shout out for your goodie. So what's your final song?
You know what? I'm gonna do something a little mellow, something that I wrote actually not too long after that experience I was just talking about when I was in Ireland. I wrote this song. It's brand new, and it's just about not pushing yourself too hard, like giving yourself the time to go through and get through what you need to get through before you move on to the next thing. And
before you begin, there's another compliment for you. Joshua Brown says you sound so beautiful and did a beautiful job singing.
Thank you very much. Okay, shall we sing?
Take it. Yep.
You see it's morning where you are. Read a book and sip your coffee. In the dark, you had a dream that broke your heart. You're glad for morning in the dark. The bitter wind has blown away. The sun is creeping through the window. Where you lay, you woke up knowing you're okay. The bitter wind has blown away. So take a step out the door, down the road you walked before. Don't you dare stare a moment at your shoes. You will live and you will fight, but you just made it through the night. And right now you've got nothing more to prove. You are strength, you are hope, you are you. So now the shadows turn to glass. You're staring at your own reflection. In the past, you think you see what should have last. But they're just shadows turned to glass. So keep your pace out the door, down the road you walked before. Don't you dare stare a moment at your shoes. You will live and you will fight, but all your shadows mean there's light. And right now you've got nothing more to prove. You are strength, you are hope, you are you. You are everything that's true. Even when you think you don't know what to do, you'll always move towards whatever's moving you. So don't forget to let the movement pull you through. You are strength, you are hope, you are more than you know. You are all, and you are whole. So keep your pace out the door, down the road you walked before. Don't you dare stare a moment at your shoes. You will live and you'll fight, but you will make it through the night. And right now you've got nothing more to prove. You are strength, You are hope. You are strength. You are hope. You are strength. You are hope. 'Cause you are you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now,
Thank you.
oh yeah, Debbie and Adam are clapping. So it's just gone 11:30, so we have to transition over to Adam. But everybody, please, Mary has donated a 20-minute Skype concert. Yes, Mary, and a pair of her CDs, including
The Girl You Thought You Knew and Water Rising.
Yeah, The Girl You Thought You Knew and Water Rising. So if you loved the songs that you've heard today on this concert, please go to our Indiegogo page to get it. And I'm gonna share the little slide again so you know where to go, everybody. Yeah. There you go. So, you can go to Indiegogo at is.gd/Get Noisy IGG 2015. And that's where you can see Mary's goodie bundle, treat bundle up on the listings. Click on it and donate to us. Please donate generously. And now, Mary, we are going to go over to Adam. So, hey, Adam. Good morning.
How's it going, Michelle? Good morning.
Yeah, so let's introduce you. So Adam Webb is a singer-songwriter living in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And his rootsy approach has drawn comparisons to contemporaries such as Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews, and Jason Mraz, but he still maintains a definitive sound of his own. And this sound has made its way across the U.S. with his last album, Once We Were Stars, which were played on over 100 college radio stations in 2010, and also caught the ears of 2 major TV networks, as his single Stand Still was used in an episode of MTV's The Real World Las Vegas in 2011, and his song Life Is My Play was used on Oxygen's The Bad Girls Club also in 2011. So I'm going to move this over to Adam, and I believe you have some really great songs today, including one that you did write especially for the Pixel Project during our last music campaign. So take it away.
All right. The song I'll start out with is the song called "Beautiful World." I thought maybe we'd play the song I wrote for the Pixel Projects maybe last, if that's all right.
Yeah.
But this song, yeah, it's all about not letting people tell you what the world is, but viewing it through your own eyes and with your own perspective. Money does not mean a whole lot to me. I'd rather spend all of my time on the things that mean the most, the things that can't be bought and sold, a simple life so I may simply survive. Power does not mean a whole lot to me. I hope one day we can unite. It's been a couple thousand years, one ruling many with their fears. Since when does wealth proclaim a person divine? They'll never take this beautiful world from me. I can choose what I see. Don't let them take this beautiful world from you. You can choose what you do. Through all this hate, I still find the love. 'Cause I am changed. Ooh, and that's enough. That's enough. They'll never take this beautiful world from me. I can choose what I see. Don't let them take this beautiful world from you. You can choose what you do. Success doesn't mean a whole lot to me. If with it I lose everyone, all the people I adore mean everything and so much more than anything I accomplish or have won. Your life, it means a whole lot to me. I wanna know that you're alright. You have everything you need: food, water, shelter, love, and free to see this beautiful world with your own eyes. They'll never take this beautiful world from me. I can choose what I see. Don't let them take this beautiful world from you. You can choose what you do. Don't let them take this beautiful world from you. You can choose what you do.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
Yay! We're all clapping hands. You can't hear us because the audience is on the other side and everyone else is muted, but everyone's clapping hands. So here's the first question for you. It's from Carol. And the question is, how can music be used for activism for social causes by ending violence against women?
It's another voice. It's something that's it's a universal language that a tone and a feeling can be represented, and the language doesn't necessarily have to get in the way of that. And I think when it comes to helping a cause like this, it's more about raising a consciousness and an awareness that it does exist and there is an issue. And I think there's no easier way to reach not only someone's mind but their hearts than the emotions you can evoke through music. So that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. So, you know, you're a dad to a little boy, and, you know, right now it's June and it's Father's Day coming soon. And you know, the Pixel Project has our 30 for 30 Father's Day campaign, and we asked dads to talk about, you know, how great dads could contribute to stopping violence against women. So, you know, what do you think? I mean, you've taken part last year, but, you know, Jude's a little older now. He's running around and he's getting to a point where he you know, he's forming his own ideas. And, you know, what would you say dads could do, you know, when raising kids at this impressionable age to start teaching them about, I guess, respecting women and girls?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with your actions. I mean, before they hear what you say, they watch what you do. And I think the best way to do that is who he sees me interacting with in terms of a woman every day, and that's my wife, and treating her with respect and listening to her and having conversations. So I think him witnessing that and the respect that I have for all the women in my life, my mom, my aunts, mother-in-laws, and my wife especially, I think it's so much to do with the actions and what we do versus what we try to say, especially if those words are contradicting how we act. So, you know, with him, it's always trying to be conscious of how I behave, because he will emulate that very quickly and without you really knowing until he shows you that he's doing the same thing you're doing. So that's how I kind of see it.
Okay. So, right. So what's your next song for us today?
Well, I'm going to switch it up a little bit too, if that's all right. This song I'm going to play is, it's called Leaving It All Behind, and I think one of the things that I'm grateful for is that the women that are close to me in my life are all, for the most part, secure and healthy and have love and loving relationships in their lives. So having that, you know, what I would consider to be bare essentials, that we are safe, we are loved, and have all our basic needs met, is something to be very grateful for. So this song is about that.
Okay, take it away.
Well, I'm sitting on top of the world, never coming down, 'cause I've got everything. Well, I've got food, shelter, water, and I'm breathing air right now. Oh, the TV says I'm crazy, that I have not anything. But the truth is I'm so wealthy, so I'm leaving it all behind. Losing the fear I might never have all the things you do. Well, I'll never believe you. I'll never. Well, I'm throwing out all the fiction that you wrote to me, where you told me I'm not fine. You said I need 4 houses, 3 cars, 2 pools, and a diamond mind. Oh, but all of these are fleeting. Yeah, they won't mean anything if I'm old and have nobody. So I'm leaving it all behind. Losing the fear I might never have all the things that you do. Well, I'll never believe. Thank love I got clothing on my back. Thank love I've got a home that stays intact. Thank love for the water and food. I feel lucky to have all this fortune. Thank love that I've got all I need. Thank love for the air in which I breathe. Thank love for all the things that I have been so fortunate to receive. Thank love, keep me wondering why. Thank love for giving life. This world is amazing, existence is great, and I will never waste any time. Leaving it all behind. Losing the fear I might never have all the things that you do. Well, I'll never be you.
That was great. More
Thank you.
applause. Everyone's doing more applause. So, you know, how do you think that music artists can help the, you know, music artists and the music can help the cause to stop violence against women? I mean, it's all about raising awareness, but is there something really special about using music to get the message across?
Yeah, I mean, on a daily basis, I imagine people listen to music a lot, especially if they're doing, any chore that they find or deemed boring. But it's something that, I mean, it's so innate in us. I mean, my son, he's around music all the time, but that rhythm and that's something that makes us move when we hear music is so ingrained in us, and I think something that can touch us that deeply, your voice can lend to any cause you want. It's if you choose to be something positive or you choose to be something negative, it's up to you, but it's so powerful, and I think coming to grips with that and deciding if there is something you want to say or a cause that you are, excited about and want to share, music is a great platform for that.
Yeah, you're a member of the Positive Music Association, which is a partner in this concert. And what I found interesting was that if you think about the most popular music artists today, a lot of them have really, really horrible messages, through their songs, and people are just mindlessly singing those songs. And how do you think positive music will one day overtake all those negative? What would you call that? Positive, do you think it'll one day overtake, negative messaging in music, or do you think there'll always be sexist negative messaging in music?
Well, I think there's a rise in popularity in a lot of things positive. I think, the Western world especially is starting to explore and get excited about Eastern philosophies that have a lot to do with our spirituality and not only our materiality. And I think once that balance starts to continue to rise, you'll find more acceptability, for those artists feeling comfortable that if they do sing about something positive, there will be ears and people to listen to it. And I think, even with myself, I've written about a lot of these topics since I started writing, but until you find an audience or feel like there's someone listening or wants to hear those words, you're kind of like, you shy away, like, well, is this going to be accepted or profitable? I mean, that's really the music industry, it's a business, so you're trying to blend that combination of business and also your integrity and what you want personally to write about. But I think so. I think it's on the rise. I think, a lot more people are conscious about those philosophies I was talking about, and as that continues to grow, I think more artists will try to gear themselves towards it.
Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left. So what will be your next song for us today?
I'm gonna do a song called "People in My Life," and it's all about the good people like you guys, and that lift you up and always have positivity. But it's also about the people we run into that maybe we're not too big of a fan of, because everyone we meet is a teacher, and it's sometimes those people teach you how you don't want to act, and it's a reminder that, okay, I'm glad I am who I am. So this one is "People in My Life."
Okay.
All I wanna say is I'm thankful every day for the people in my life. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Well, all my people on my left, all my people on my right, put your hands together, clap them one more time for the people in your life, the ones that make you feel like everything will be alright. Well, all the things that you lost, all the things that you gained, put them together, say goodbye, then throw them away, cause it's the people in your life. Some of them do bad, but dig a bit deeper, find the light where love will reach us, yeah, love will reach us. All I wanna say is I'm thankful every day for the people in my life. And all I wanna do is just hang around with you. You're the people in my life. Some can hurt you, some can turn you, some can burn you, but one of them can return you to the humanity hollering virtue. It's the reason I have faith. Some of us do bad, but dig a bit deeper, find a place where love will reach us, yeah. Love will reach us. All I wanna say is I'm thankful every day for the people in my life. And all I wanna do is just hang around with you. You're the people in my life. And I am filled with gratitude for each and every one of you. You elevate me every day and build me up. And if you try and bring me down, my smile will invert your frown. Inspire me to never be just quite like you. All I wanna say is I am thankful every day for the people in my life. And all I wanna do is just hang around with you. You are the people in my life, yeah. All I wanna say is I am thankful every day for all the people in my life. And all I wanna do is just hang around with you. You are the people in my life.
Woo! Okay, so we have a few more minutes, probably about 5 more minutes, because the next concert session will be starting soon. And so we have time for one more song and a shout out for your really, really cool goodie pack that is on Indiegogo. And you have a choice. You can play the song you wrote for us, which is A Toast to All You Do. Oh my God, that is so cute. Oh, that's like
That's part of the goodies, though, what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have a choice of 2 songs, I guess. One is A Toast to All You Do, which is what you wrote for us. But Scott Johnson also has a song request, You Are Everything.
Okay.
The song You Are Everything. So it's up to you. So pick one, and we'll wrap up with that.
Well, maybe just for the purposes that this song was written for, this specific campaign, we'll do that. Maybe I can do a personal. We'll do a Skype conversation with Scott, and I can play it for him.
Okay.
Or if we still have, if I do a very quick rendition, we can do it then. Yeah, this is a toast to all you do. One of the things I'm always thinking about is, instead of exploiting our differences, which is kind of what you see wrong with the world, we exploit our differences, and we could try to work together and use all those differences, because, having a balance of male and female roles and emotions would, I think, help our world a lot. So this is kind of like a thank you to all the women in my life and women around the world. It's just, I have such an amazing wife, and I got to see her give birth to my son, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever witnessed. So this is a thanks to all she does, because women are super strong. They give birth. Guys, you can't win that battle. All right, so this is a toast to all you do. We all needed a lady to bring us in this life. All the mamas that we've got to treat them right. I saw my wife bringing my boy into this world. No one could ever be stronger than a determined girl. So here's to every one of you. A toast to all you do. We would be lost without your loving arms around us. What would we do without you? You. The world would fall apart. You. Endless war would break our hearts. You. Humanity would soon be dark. You. And I don't wanna see that world today. I don't wanna see that world. To all the beautiful women keeping compassion alive, you heal the world and patch up all the holes in our lives. You bring us light in our darkest of times. Love and understanding are what you bring to the fight. So here's to every one of you. A toast to all you do. We would be lost without your loving arms around us. What would we do without you? You. The world would fall apart. You. And this war would break our hearts. You. Humanity would soon be dark. You. And I don't wanna see that world today. I don't wanna see that world today. So men and women celebrate our differences tonight. Together we can elevate, yeah. Our equal parts will shape one heart, but we can't beat this hate we see without you. The world would fall apart. You. And this war would break our hearts. You. Humanity would soon be dark. You. And I don't wanna see that world today. I don't wanna see that world today.
Thank you so much. We love that song, and thank you for writing it for us and for your wife. So now we're just very quickly gonna screen share the slide again, because we got to wrap up, because the next session of this concert is starting just about now. And here is, if you want to get goodies from Adam, there is a treat pack up, including the pig earrings and a signed copy of Adam's CD album Pendulum, and Adam will write a personal letter to you to go with the CD, and you can just go to Indiegogo and donate at is.gd/getnoisy IGG 2015. And now we have to move over to the next concert, and you can go to is.gd/getnoisy 2015. I'll share the slide again, and you can you can go to the concert event page, concert times page there, and click to go in from there. So now we'll say goodbye to everyone, and thank you all so much again, Adam and Debbie and Mary and Amir, who is off air, I think. Thank you all so much for joining us today, and let's move over to the next concert. Bye, guys. Bye.